Cangjie input method as the first really practical input method invented in 1976. So today, let's talk about this old input method in today's video. It's not like the most popular input method in Chinese language world, the pinyin input method and the zhuyin input method. Both are based on the pronunciation of the words to type the Chinese on the computer, but the Cangjie input method is based on the Chinese character stroke, just like the famous Wu-Bi input method and the Zhengma input method, etc. Cangjie input method breaks the characters into many strokes and transforms the stroke into the code of inputting on the computer. Each character has 1 to 5 inputting codes, so that means every character can be broken into 5 parts at most. Then, using 25 keys of the keyboard to type them. As one of the oldest input methods in history, it borrowed many points from the tradition, just like the roots of the characters which were painted on the keycaps. From the roots, we can find some of them from the traditional Wu Xing, the nature, the human's body, the typical Chinese characters, etc. Every of these roots can express one part from every character. Plus, in those 25 keys, there is a special key, which is the key of none. This is not like other keys, which is a designated key, in order to help typing those irregular characters, just like 就 is called just as 竹南. So, how to use those rules to type the Chinese words? Okay, now let's try to type some words. This time, we will use this word, 仓颉, as the example. This name is the creator of the Chinese character in the legend from thousands of years ago. And meanwhile, this name is the input method's name, which we're talking about in this video, because the Cangjie input method is a kind of input method which can type simplified Chinese and the traditional Chinese at the same time. So firstly, let's try to type the simplified version and then type another one. Before trying to type, we need to know the basic logic and the rules of inputting. First, we need to find the root. In more detail, is to find the root characters which correspond to the parts of characters on the keyboard. In addition, if the character has only single part, this character which has most codes will have 4 codes, which means this character can be expressed by 4 character roots. If the character is not a single part, like double parts or triple parts, it will have 5 codes at most. Okay, now let's try it. The simplified Cangjie is this word. Cang is a single body character, and it can be broken into 3 parts according to the root list. Then, we can find the 3 corresponding root characters on the keyboard, and still according to the list, we can know that the 3 roots are Ren, Shi, Shan. So now, just input these corresponding keys, O, S, U. Now, this Cang we finished. Next character is Jie, which can have 6 parts, but due to the inputting rules, Jie has double bodies, and it couldn't have 6 or more codes, so we have to erase a root. So in the left body, we take the first 2 roots and the last root. And in the right body, we take the first 2 roots and the last root. And finally, we got the final root, 图, 口, 一, 月, 人. If this character has 3 bodies, it is still the same, just like the character 变. It can be broken into many roots, but as a triple body character, it can have 5 codes. According to the roots, it's the same as the double body characters. The middle body and the right body must be united together. We take the first and the last root of the left body. Then we take the first 2 roots and the last root, another 2 united bodies. Now we got the code 补, 时, 歌, 中, 时. Now we finally got this character 变. The next step is the traditional characters. In fact, it's the same way, but just the rules are different. break the character Cang, but we know, as a character which only has a single body, so it must have only 4 roots at most. So according to the rules, we take the first 3 roots and the last root. Finally, we just get the code 人歌日口. Now we got this Cang. Then Jie has 2 bodies, and it has a right body and a left body. So we take the first and the last root from the left body. Unfortunately, we needn't to erase the extra roots because it just has 2 roots. Now, in the right body, we take the first 2 roots and the last root. Okay, now we got the codes 土口一月金. And now we have this character 结. So this is the Cangjie input method and some of the main rules of this input method. Hope you can like this video. Have a good day. See you next time. Bye.